everybody. Welcome to class. My name is Alex from E2 Language. Hello, everyone in the chat box. If you're with me here on Zoom, please say hi. I can see lots of regulars. Hi, Prince, Randeep, Trupti, Jupinder, Ashraf. Thank you. If you're new to class, please click the arrow on your chat box and open your chat box to all panelists and attendees, please. Thank you. And just say hi. Let us know where you're from. When is your test? Importantly as well. Hello, Yam. Yes, long time no see. All right. India, Myanmar. India, Canada. 5th of September. That's coming up very soon. Hi, Nigeria, New Zealand. Beautiful. Japan. What a wonderful multicultural group we've got today. All right, let's get started, shall we? You are here for a sample class. That means it's just a taste of an E2 live class. In this particular session today, by the way, if you're just joining, please check your Zoom chat box settings. Send your messages to all panelists and attendees. Hi, Rahul. Hi, Manjula. Oh, your test is this Saturday. Lots of time to work, don't worry. We've got lots of live classes between now and Saturday. And Rahul, your test is tomorrow. And Kimberly, great. You guys are doing some last minute cramming, are you? So just make sure your chat box is open. If your message comes to all panelists, only I can see it, but everybody wants to see your message. In this session, this is the welcome. We're going to do some speaking practice. If you are with me on your computer, please get your phone. I want you to record your voice today. So if you can find a voice recorder, please grab that. At the end of this, I'm going to show you 6 ways that we can help you at E2 to increase your speaking score. Thank you, everyone in the chat box. That's exciting. Lots of test centers reopening. At the end of this, we'll have a quick Q&A together as well. So if I miss your question, just put it back in the chat box at the end. If you're watching on YouTube, next time join us on e2language.com. Now, this week, this is our live class schedule. So where are we? We're here Thursday, free sample class. You can see coming up later today, we have a writing task 2 class. This is 1.5 hours. Reading class is 1 hour. Tomorrow, look at this huge day. We've got study group, listening class, speaking, and we repeat our listening class for those of you in Canada or America, so you can catch up later. So over the weekend, we have our writing classes as well. When you log in at E2 Language, you'll see the calendar straight away once you log into your account, and you can just click and register to join those live classes. So on Friday's class, tomorrow, in the speaking class, the real speaking class, you will review all of our methods, the E2 speaking methods. You will learn useful vocab and you'll practice speaking. Has anyone been to our real speaking class before? Oh, I should mention, tomorrow's speaking class is free as well. So you should register. It's really fun. So in the real speaking class, it's run by Graham, one of our expert teachers, and he will often invite you to participate. So if you want to practice speaking on the microphone, he can unmute your microphone. We won't do that today, but tomorrow you can join the speaking class and have a go with him there. And yes, it's free, but you need to register via E2 Language. So log in with your free account. Click on Friday's class. Just tomorrow, just for a special event, that class is free. Usually it's only for paid students. So today, this is just a little quick taste of what happens in a speaking class. So IELTS speaking, let's talk about the basics. Go for it in the chat box. How many minutes is it? How many parts are there? Very good, Hasna, you know your stuff. Great job, guys. So there are 11 to 14 minutes in the speaking test. The examiner controls the time. You don't need to worry about it. They are constantly watching the clock. There are 3 parts in the test. Conversation, oh, actually, I'll tell you next. And it's one-on-one with an examiner. Even if you do IELTS indicator or IELTS on the computer, your test is still one-on-one with a human examiner. Now, part 1, personal questions. Part 2, good job. Everyone's writing cue card, topic talk. Very nice. How long do you have to talk for? 2 minutes. And part 3 of the speaking test is an in-depth discussion connected to part 2. So part 2 is the 2-minute talk. Today, let's focus on this. Okay, so let's work on IELTS speaking part 2. Very good. So if you've watched our course materials, if you join our live classes or our YouTube channel, you'll see lots of speaking part 2 questions. Can you give me some examples? What might you expect in part 2 of your speaking test? What sort of topics could come up? Anything, yeah. Good. Penal says a gift. Something about culture, yeah. A favorite animal, good, Hasna. An educational trip, yeah. So the part 2 usually asks you about something specific. Like, tell me about somebody who, tell me about a time when you were angry, a time when you had to be polite. Tell me about a holiday. So you have a specific thing that you need to talk about. All right, and today we're going to listen to someone. Keep in mind, this is our sample class, so you may have heard this before. Real class is tomorrow. Today we're going to listen to a woman doing this part 2 here. Okay, so she's going to talk about a successful business. In the real test, the examiner could give you anything. On this day, this is her topic. Describe a successful business you know about. You should say how you know about the company, how it became successful, whether you like it, and how other people feel about it. Now, speaking part 2, we teach 3 strategies, 3 methods at E2. Does anyone know what they are? What are the 3 methods? Oh, there we go. Lots of people writing PPF. What is that? PPF. Jay will be really happy that you guys remember his favorite method. Yeah, awesome. Past, present, and future. And when you join the class tomorrow with Graham, you'll see we actually have 2 versions of the PPF method. A kind of strict version and a not so strict version. There is another method. So PPF 1, PPF 2, and the 3rd method. What's that? Traditional. Well done, Prince. Prince knows all. The conventional method, yeah. So the other method, guys, is just to follow the cue card. So just follow the prompts. Talk about a business. Firstly, say how you know about it, 20, 30 seconds. How it became successful, 20, 30 seconds. Whether you like it and how other people feel. So top to bottom, that's another strategy that you can use. And we call it traditional, the traditional method. So today we're going to hear PPF method in action, and this candidate scored 8.5 in her speaking, so she scored very well. Ujwal says, can we share our own experience in part 2? Yes, absolutely. Oh, hello Naveen, good to see you. Yes, definitely share your personal experience. That's what you're being asked about usually. Exactly. I just want to point out here on the screen, let me take my video off. If you want to grab a screenshot, this is a really useful checklist that we have in our small group classes. And it just covers not every grammar point, but a lot of useful structures that you can use to practice when you're doing IELTS speaking. So today, if you record yourself speaking, when you listen back, I want you to just think about, did I use all of these tenses? Did I use present continuous? Did I use some present perfect? Did I use past perfect continuous? Now, of course, in a 2-minute speech, you're not going to use all of these, but it's just a good way to prepare for your test. Part of your score is demonstrating range of grammar. So how do you do that? You have to think about it a little bit before your test. On test day, you just go for it. But before your test, I want you to look at this list and make sure that you are confident with all of these things. Can you use the passive voice? Can you use relative clauses, defining relative clauses, non-defining? We cover all of this stuff in our classes. Avinash, it's definitely difficult on test day to think about all of this. You can't do it. But as you're preparing for the test, this is the time to work on it. So if you always make mistakes with conditionals, well, let's fix it up before your test. On test day, your conditionals should flow out of your mouth. Sharma, good luck with your exam tomorrow. Very exciting. I'm so happy to see people here getting ready for their test. Okay, so if you have a screenshot of that, let's go. I want you to listen to this speaker and take notes. Okay, so on your piece of paper, if you've got one, listen to what does she say about the past, what does she say about the present, and what does she say about the future? Remember, she's using the PPF method. Does that make sense? Everyone clear? Nubek's test tomorrow as well. Fantastic. Okay, so firstly, we're just listening and taking notes. What is PPF? Past, present, future. It's a strategy to talk for 2 minutes. So let's have a listen to her and then we'll check back. I'm going to close the chat box just so you can concentrate. There we go.
So today I'm being asked to talk about a successful business. And when I think about a successful business, Tesla comes to mind. So Tesla is a company that was founded by Elon Musk a few years ago. And it started off by making electric cars. And I remember I was watching TV a few years ago and I saw him talking about electric cars. And I was so surprised because until then, I had never heard of electric cars. I wasn't even aware that we had the technology to make them. And that's how they started off. But now, from what I hear, they're making driverless cars and space shuttles and doing all sorts of wonderful futuristic things. I think that's the secret to their success, their innovation, and also their ambition to make technology affordable and accessible for everyone. I personally love the company because I think it's doing a lot of good for society and the environment. And I feel a lot of other people feel the same way because Tesla has now become like owning a Tesla car is like a symbol of success. And it also gets a lot of government subsidies because it's doing such great work. And I think they just collaborated with NASA for their space shuttle program. So yeah, I think the company will be big in the coming years and their ideas are really futuristic. And yeah, I think it's going to be big.
There we go. So what did you hear about the past, the present, and the future? What did you notice about how she spoke? Were you impressed? Could she do better? That's right. It was an Indian accent. You got it. Very good. Yeah. So in the past, she talked about how Tesla started. Really good. Avinash said she didn't talk for 2 minutes. You're exactly right. In the real test, when she stopped, the examiner would encourage her to keep going, or the examiner would ask her some follow-up questions. Well spotted. Okay, very good. So it started with electric cars, and she talked about driverless cars. In the future, Timur, she scored 8.5 in the speaking. Yeah, nicely done. Space shuttles, very good. NASA collaboration. So here are my notes. In the past, Tesla was founded by Elon Musk, started off by making, I was watching, until then I'd never heard of. Look at this column here. There's actually a lot of grammatical range here. So it was founded by, this is past passive. Started off, that's just past simple. Was watching, what do we call that? Grammar tense. Does anyone know? Sorry, it's a grammar class suddenly. Well done, Tioma, past continuous. What about this one? Until then, I'd never heard of electric cars. What's that grammar tense? Beautiful one to use. Good. Isra and Prince, put your ideas together. Past perfect. Until then, I had never heard of it. Present tense, she said they're making, I love the company, has now become. We've got present continuous, present simple, present perfect. Future will be big, it's going to be big. Okay, so it sounds kind of simple, but there's a lot of variety here. The examiner is mentally ticking off, oh, very good, passive, very good, past perfect. And you can do the same thing. Let's just quickly focus on past perfect here. Maybe you don't know the name past perfect, but you've probably heard it. I'm going to start a sentence. Can you finish it for me? Okay, I want you to use past perfect. Until I started preparing for IELTS, finish that sentence. Until I started preparing for IELTS, and then tell me I had or I had never, da, da, da. Past perfect. Good, Uruj, can you change it to past perfect? Uthra wrote, I had no idea. That's past simple, but good. Vivek wrote, I had never heard of past perfect tense. Really good. I had never known E2. Very good. I had never been so fluent, Abhinesh. Good. I had no idea. Very nice. I had been wasting time. Excellent. Yeah, beautiful job. There you go. You can use it. So here is our list again. I want you guys to get ready because you're going to do your own part 2. If you have your phone handy, please find your voice recorder. If you're on your computer, you can just talk to yourself, or you can find a voice recorder online. There's something called, I think it's Clip. I'll just type it into the chat box here. There's a website where you can just record yourself pretty easily. I think it's clip.com. Oh, sorry, chat box is open now. Okay, so I'm going to give you a part 2 topic, a different topic, okay? And I want you to have your phone and you're going to do it like the real test. You're going to prepare for 1 minute and then you're going to talk for 2 minutes, okay? It doesn't matter where you are. Don't worry who's around you. This is your challenge today. Can you talk for 2 minutes? Let's find our topic. We're going to spin the wheel today. All right, Prince, I see you there. I want you to tell me when to stop. You're going to choose the topic. Okay. There we go. All right. This is our topic today. Thank you, Prince. Thank you, everyone. A news story. Here we go. First minute, just like in the test, just prepare. So 1 minute, you've got your pen, you're going to take notes. If you don't have your pen, you're just going to think for 1 minute. This is our topic. Describe a story in the news that you were interested in. Great topic. Say when you saw it, what it was about, why you were interested in it, how you feel about it now. Okay, 1 minute, just prepare. Let's do it together. Go. All right, tell me quickly in the chat box, what news story are you going to write about? Not a trick, Jay. It actually spins and stops when I make it. I'll show you later. Okay. Interesting. A tiger, a royal wedding. COVID is coming up a lot. A mobile launch, a murder case. Okay, the weather, great. Lots of good ideas. All right, so now I want you to grab your phone, and you guys on YouTube, I'm watching you as well. Grab your phone, find your voice recorder. You're going to record yourself speaking for 2 minutes, okay? I know that you hate it. You hate your voice. You hate hearing your voice, but it doesn't matter. This is really, really useful, all right? So 2 minutes. I'm going to start the clock. You're going to click record and just keep talking until the timer stops, okay? Are you ready? Any last minute questions or requests? I'm going to take that silence as a yes, I'm ready. Thank you, Meryl. Let's start. Here we go. 2 minutes. Push your recorder. Good luck. Keep talking. You made it. Was that the longest 2 minutes of your whole life? All right, so who did it? Who spoke? Who recorded themselves? Well done, Fatima, Penaz, Nadia. Fantastic. Great job. Just because you're studying at home doesn't mean you can't improve your speaking. Okay, so let's reflect a little bit. How did you feel about your performance? Fluent, no problem. Did you repeat yourself a lot? Okay, for some of you, I know that you are watching on your phone. It's not possible to record yourself. Don't worry. You can do it after class. A bit of repetition, Manjula. Okay, so let's have a look at the criteria checklist. And I want you to listen to 1 minute of your recording. Okay, if you couldn't record yourself, don't worry. You can just have a minute rest or a minute to try again. Good, Tolulope. I repeated myself, lots of pauses. Okay. That's something to work on then. Tioma, too much. That's the best way to fix that problem. If you hesitate, you say or like all the time. Listening to your recording will help you eliminate that problem. Here's our checklist. First one, fluency and coherence. As you listen back, think, did I speak fluently? Could the examiner feel my effort? You want the examiner to feel no effort. Did I develop my topic? Did I use a range of connectives? On the one hand, on the other hand, despite this, having said that, another thing, Vocab and grammar, similar things here. Have you used a wide range of both? And were you accurate? So were your words correct? Was your grammar correct? Maybe when you listen, you can catch some mistakes. Pronunciation, listen to your voice. Is it flat like a robot, or does it go up and down the way that mine does, the way that it should? Are you speaking clearly, not too fast, not too slow? Okay, so everybody who recorded yourself, please get ready to listen. Just 1 minute. So you'll listen to the first minute of your speech. If you did not record yourself, you can either have a rest or you can practice again 1 minute of your speech. Okay, Timur, is this criteria list used by the examiner? Not this exact one. This is a simple version. The real criteria, you can see it in your course materials, the real speaking criteria. Okay, here we go. 1 minute, listen to yourself. You're going to report back after. Here we go. Play your recording. Thank you, everyone. Just sending a couple of messages through the chat box there. So a few people said, I repeated the same word, or I repeated the same sound, too much. So I can promise you, if you heard that, you heard yourself doing that, the next time you do it, you are going to be so aware of that bad habit that you will be able to reduce it. So Mina, same thing for you. And Hina, same problem. Too much too much So next time you try it, you watch the difference. It's the same thing for me in my own language. When I hear myself, I hear all my bad habits and I can eliminate them. All right. So after class, have a listen to your full speech and then do it again. Do the whole thing again. Do it better. Do it more fluently. If you want to practice on the website, go to e2language.com, click on your course, click on speaking here, and then go to part 2 presentation. In that section, you'll find the methods video, samples, and also practice material. So you can do your speech and you can listen back to a high-level sample as well. For more speaking help, and if you want more practice, more topics, I'm going to show you 6 things that can help you. And then I'm going to share a link to a blog article as well. So first thing, how can we help you? Number 1, use the self-access materials in the course, which I just showed you. All of you guys here on Zoom, you're already E2 members. Click on course, click on speaking. If you're a free member, you still have access to some of that. If you're a paid member, you have access to everything. So make use of it, number 1. Number 2, easy one, come to the live class. This is a sample class. Come to the real class tomorrow. In fact, I think we have 2 tomorrow, 1 free and 1 for our paid members. So check your calendar, click register. It's that easy. That's a full 1-hour class, and you may have a chance to speak on the microphone with wonderful Graham. 3, join a small group speaking class. Have you guys come to a small group class before? This is when there's 1 teacher and maximum 5 students. So this is really good chance to practice speaking. The teacher is there. Samina, you came. Teacher is there to give you feedback, to ask you questions. Yeah, it's a really interactive, really good time. So join the small group class. This is what happens. Graham, Sasha, Anna are our wonderful teachers there. one teacher, maximum 5 students, $15 per class for an hour. Good value. For the availability, check on the group class button and all of the classes are there. Fourth thing you can do is submit a 2-minute speech like we did today for feedback. If you have bronze, silver or gold packages, this is included in your package. So bronze, silver, gold members, go to feedback, click on speaking, and your 2-minute speeches are waiting for you. We get it, we give you feedback on everything plus band estimates based on that. You can also work one-on-one, book a tutorial with your teacher, 45 minutes, just you and your teacher. You could do 3 speaking tests, you can work on your essays, whatever you like. You can also, in the E2 Plus Extras, get speaking sessions, 2 20-minute speaking sessions with your teacher. These are called speaking intensive sessions. So when you log in, go to E2 Plus Extras. Final thing is to take the mock test. This is a full computer delivered mock test, listening, then reading, then writing, and face-to-face full speaking test over Zoom with full feedback and score reports from your teachers. So these are my 6 suggestions for those of you here on E2. These are the ways that we can help you prepare for your speaking test, even if you are all by yourself at home, locked down like I am. All right, and that's the end of our quick little sample class. I'm going to stay online for a few minutes and try to answer your questions. I know I'm going to miss some questions, so please email hello@e2language.com if there is something that I miss. And if you're on YouTube, join us at e2language.com. As I said, there's a free speaking class tomorrow. We usually have about 3 or 4 free classes per week, plus about 15 classes for our paid members. All right, I'm going to stop the YouTube stream. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time on E2.